Once again, I was going through Costco and I saw there was only one Super Pac-Man left. So guess what I did? Yeah, you know. I'll go ahead and review this bad boy and give you my thoughts when I come back. One of the things I want to do is start on a positive note, and my last two Arcade1UPs have been from Costco. I don't know if that's related or not, but all the extra things that they're doing to make sure that everything is received by the consumer in a mint as possible fashion is definitely an upgrade. And this was probably the most well packaged cabinet I have bought. So big kudos to Arcade1UP for doing this. So let's go ahead and talk about the controversy. And if you don't know what the controversy was or is with this cabinet, it's actually twofold. The first being that the actual existence of this cabinet made a lot of Arcade1UP enthusiasts upset. They felt if they would have known about this version, this Costco exclusive, they would have passed on the 40th anniversary edition of Pac-Man that came out this year and would have picked this one up. Now, to me, I really didn't mind. I actually really liked it because we had like a 10-day window when it leaked out that these were available, and I found it to be exciting and cool. And I already had a Pac-Man machine. I went and I sold it. I was lucky enough to get 260 for it, and I put it towards this cabinet. Did I take a loss? Absolutely, but I have a choice. Either I can keep my old cabinet, or I could get the cabinet that I want. And I have the understanding that Arcade1UP is in the business to make money. They're in the business to sell as many cabinets as possible. And in order to do that, they're going to have to create special deals. They're going to have to create incentives for retailers to want to carry their product. If they went and told everybody about this Costco exclusive right out the gate, it doesn't protect buyers like Walmart and GameStop and Best Buy from I mean, how are they going to be protected? They're carrying this product, they're using valuable shelf space. They're going to want to know that, hey, no, but we're not going to carry this product for no reason and just have it sit there. But when we talk about the second controversy, it is warranted. What they did with Galaga and Galaxian is that they put the fire button on the left side, and that was really perplexing. I don't know how that got through quality control, or you really wonder if there's really actual gamers that are part of this, because that is just I don't know. I really don't know how that got through quality control, or how some of the higher ups did. I mean, you figure everybody that's somebody at Arcade1UP would test and use every single product to kind of figure out what it is going to be when it's going out the door, and to not have that fire button on the right hand side was just a big mistake. And the good news is that you're able to upgrade it. Unfortunately for me, I have a Mac, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and find myself a PC, download it, and hopefully I can get it done. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the review and leave the drama behind us. And when I do this review, I'm going to basically go over 4 categories, and that's going to be the cabinet's nostalgia, its presence, replay value, and depth of games. First category we'll go over is presence, and this can include form factor, artwork, and special features. There's no doubt about it, this cabinet has a really great presence. It has a lighted marquee, and I wish that the next step for Arcade1UP is to produce lighted marquees that have much better quality vinyl graphics and acrylics on them to make them look more like real glass. Going down, we can see the bezel. It's colorful. You have the instructions on there just like the real arcade would have. The monitor looks great. And when you go down to the control panel, it also looks good. Um, there's not much to complain. Even the front kick plate looks better than your average Arcade1UP kick plate. It has a little bit of additional graphic design with a little red outline, and you have the little Pac-Man logo in the bottom right. One of the things I really enjoy about this cabinet is the riser. I think it's one of the top 3 or 4 risers Arcade1UP has made, and I think only maybe the Marvel and the Star Wars custom riser can really match the quality and what it adds in regards to presence to the cabinet. Here we have the side panel. You could see the artwork. It's nicely done, really bright graphics. And you can see the custom form factor. Only the Pac-Man 40 and the Miss Pac-Man that was just released have this form factor. It requires a little bit additional assembly. There's a couple of extra wooden blocks you have to add. Um, Also, when you put both of the panels on, it's a little bit of a different process, but not too bad. And right here you can see the side of the custom riser, and it just makes for one really nice little package. And they did a really great job on this. All around, I think this is one of the best looking Arcade1UPs that they have produced. Is it good enough to take away the crown in my arcade from Star Wars? Probably not, but it is pretty damn close. The next category that's going to be examined is depth of games. And clearly this cabinet has one of the best collection of games that Arcade1UP has ever produced, especially the great early 80s games. Right now, Final Fight is probably the best collection of games on one Arcade1UP cabinet that I have. This cabinet will definitely give it a run for its money. It has Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Galaga, Galaxian, Dig Dug, and Pac-Land. They all play pretty well. I have no issues with saving high scores or any kind of glitches like that. The one negative that I would say is that Pac-Land is a horizontal game playing on a vertical monitor. But if I had the choice of having it on there like that or not having it at all, I'd rather have it on there playing on a vertical screen. So I think it's one of the best collections that Arcade1UP has produced. Galaga, Dig Dug, and Pac-Man is just the big three to me. And speaking of Galaga, obviously we all know about the button issue. It's been fixed. It's not the most convenient fix or an easy fix. It'd have been easier if there was some kind of Wi-Fi online update, but it's not. So I'm just going to look on the bright side and know that as soon as I get a hold of a PC, I'll be able to fix it and just move on from there. The next category we'll be looking at is replayability. And although I just got this cabinet, I'm going to forecast a little bit simply because I used to have Pac-Man and I had a couple of the games that are on this arcade. And I also have a Galaga cabinet. Having Dig Dug is a really huge bonus. And I think as a family, we're going to continue to kind of gun for each other's high scores. I know on my Galaga cab, it did not record high scores over 100,000, and I hit up Arcade1UP customer service, and they were like, we're no longer giving out PCBs for that. So to be able to have a Galaga machine that's actually going to keep a score over 100K is a bonus. So yeah, I think replayability is going to be high. I'll be coming up with a top arcade list pretty soon, and we'll get a real assessment of what it's going to be then. Last, we're going to go ahead and look at nostalgia. Obviously, when it comes to Super Pac-Man, I really don't have too much emotional ties to it. It really wasn't big in pop culture and really didn't have a huge impact in regards to technological advances or gameplay like that. But when you take in the whole entire package, the entire games list, um, there is a lot of nostalgia in the big three games. And overall, I think this cabinet is overwhelmingly a good purchase, a good value. I know that I've noticed postings on the Facebook page
that a lot of Costco's have sold out on these, and if not, they only have one or two left. So if I were you and you're thinking about getting this, I would just get off my couch and go ahead and get it as soon as possible, because you're going to be very happy with this. It's one of the Arcade1UP's better offerings. It's packaged very, very well. So chances are you'll be receiving a cabinet that's in good shape. And they already have the firmware update to eliminate the Galaga mapping button issue. So yeah, this is to me a clear buy. Don't waste any more time. Get down there and get your cabinet. Thanks for watching. Until next time.